If you've ever wondered about the 2,000-year-old sport of dragon boat racing, we've got you covered in this week's issue of the Charleston City Paper. Editor Andy Brack explores the strength that cancer survivors gain by working on a team of 20 paddlers splashing in the Ashley River. There's also a review of local author Roger Jones' new novel on the sport. Hello again from the Charleston City Paper. I'm Chloe Hogan. Thank you for joining us today for this weekly news update. In this week's newspaper, senior editor Herb Frazier wrote the emotional story of a Charleston area woman who lost twin babies just a few weeks ago, as he describes the risk of maternal death among Black South Carolina mothers. And Jack O'Toole tries to make sense of the $1.8 billion accounting error that has State Treasurer Curtis Loftus and his job on the hot seat. In our editorial this week, we share how it's time for sky-high prices at some of Charleston's restaurants to come down to a more reasonable range. And editor Andy Brack writes about how a bad energy bill is showing the worst of what can happen in the General Assembly. In this week's Neighborhoods section, Blake Linfia gives a great profile of Johns Island and how it's transitioning from a rural island into more of a suburb where residents enjoy a slower pace. In food, writer Amethyst Ganaway writes about how Bert and T's Desserts is the hot new place for something sweet. In arts, reviewer Maura Hogan discusses how two new shows are subverting theatrical forms. And Kevin Wilson tells about a coming performance of The Postal Service, opening for Death Cab for Cutie at Credit One Stadium. Pick up a copy of the Charleston City Paper at one of 800 locations in the area. You can also visit us online anytime at charlestoncitypaper.com to get more of the latest news and funny cartoons by Steve Stieglin and Robert Ariel, as well as our killer crossword puzzle and our weekly music list. Tune in here every week and at thepalmettonetwork.com for this news update from the Charleston City Paper, as well as the latest episode of Two Old Farts Reminiscing About the 80s with hosts Cliff Springs and Kelly Nash. Thank you for watching. I'm Chloe Hogan.